YouTube. Because I go on YouTube and I be on TikTok at the same time, y'all. I be on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So listen. On my live, I'm going to talk about Jesus. And if that offends you in any type of way, this ain't the live for you. Understand, on my live, we are here as adults. I'm an educator. I work in the school system, but I do not cater to my students on my live. I ask that my students delete me, don't follow me, don't subscribe to me, but of course, you're going to still find some that want to. I like talking to adults. You understand me? I like talking to adults. I don't like talking to children. On my live, you cannot point the finger unless you point the finger back at you to tell yourself, you know what, there's some things in my life I need to fix. If you feel like you perfect, you don't need to fix nothing, this is not the live for you. I like talking to real people that look at themselves and say, I want better, I want more, I don't want to settle, I don't want to be stuck. This is a real live, like you really looking at me and I'm looking at y'all go up and down my screen, but y'all can see me, I can't see y'all. If you look at your finances and say, I need to do better. If you look at your relationship, if you in a relationship, if you dating, if you got a baby daddy, if you married, and you look at your relationship and say, I need to do better, you need to, you quit trying to fix him, fix you. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, baptized, believing, tongue talking, hand clapping, saved in real life. I'm not just saved for the internet. I'm saved in real life. I have a job outside of social media. I would like to make social media my full-time job, but that's a work in progress. But I work, so this is not, I don't like to depend on this to make money. But I do ask that you support it. Because the only way I can keep going if you support me. If you have not followed me or subscribed to me, please follow me on TikTok and subscribe to me on YouTube. Or you can also subscribe to me on TikTok. But in order for me to keep growing, you can't be no gatekeeper. You got to share me out with other people. But you also got to support me and push me up into the next rank. I ask that you be mindful. I ask that you get a pen or a pencil and come on my live. I created a journal and the link is not in the bio right now because I put the book back in the bio. But if you've purchased the journal, please pull the journal out. And at the top today, I want you to write cycles of love bombing. We're going to talk about cycles from love bombing. We're going to talk about why you are still bound to your ex or why you still settling for what he could have, should have did. We're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. You understand me? We're going to talk about, somebody put this in the chat. Y'all know I can't say it. This word right here. Because it's starting from this, Monique. The N word. You see this N word? You know I can't say it on live because last time they got me for saying that word. Put this, Miss Cynthia, put this in the chat for me. We're going to talk about the stuff that this type of person do. The N word. Miss Teresa, y'all know what I'm talking about. We're going to talk about the N word today. We're going to break them cycles. I'm going to make you understand. I'm going to make you understand. So that, yes. Thank you, Candy. Y'all see, I like talking to my adults. Y'all pick up quick. We're going to talk about the traits of that. And why you still thinking how you thinking, moving how you moving, reacting like you reacting. And allowing the same type of person to continue to grab a hold or have access to you. We're going to talk about it today. Understand. Don't come on my live being rude. Hey to all my YouTube. Welcome in. Don't come on my lives being rude. Don't come on my live being disrespectful. There are people that don't play by me. It's up and it's stuck. They in the background like, what's up? but when it comes to me. So do not come in here talking sideways. Do not come in here thinking you finna take over my life and you finna be rude and disrespectful. Do not come on my live thinking that we finna go back and forth. Don't come on my live thinking that you finna shut my live down. Because I get you together, but I'm not finna do that because I got the time to pour into somebody. I don't have the time to entertain anybody. I don't have time to water nothing down to fit your life. She said, I'm one of them, so tread lightly. Baby, they come out the woodwork. I ain't got time to pacify your feelings. I will actually hurt your feelings to get you together, but it's from love. Because I want to see you win. I want to see you do good. I want to see you do good. And sometimes you got to get uncomfortable in order to get comfortable. You understand me? Yes. Thank you, Monique Love. This is the topic for today. This is the topic for today. We're going to talk about it. But come on in, come on in, come on in. I ask that you support the live. Y'all support y'all live hosts. If you on my YouTube, please do the thumb up. If you are on my TikTok, and if you just joining me, if you new here, if you new to my live, if you never seen me get down, stick around. I hope you like it. And by the end, if you like how I'm rocking and rolling, please go subscribe to me on YouTube. And know this, starting next month, I'm starting a class. I'm starting a class. And it's called Whole Again Academy. Whole Again Academy. It is a 6-week course where we take it day by day, week by week, and we shred certain things, and we talk about things, and we go deeper. When I do those, I'm going to give out that link to the people that pay for it, and we're going to be able to be like a community so everybody can be there at one time. That's coming next month. So be on the FYP. Be on the lookout. Everybody put FYP in the chat. Push me out to the FYP, please. Please push me out to the FYP. Thank you, thank you. Push your girl out to the FYP. Let's get ready to pray because we already at 17. So, baby, we ready. We locked and loaded. Click, click. We locked and loaded. Repent of my sins, Lord Jesus, I come to you humble. Thank you for choosing me to be the vessel that you chose to speak to your people. Lord, cover me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. Cover my husband and my son. Lord, let no hurt, harm, or danger come to those while my husband traveling from work. Put a hedge of protection and shield of protection around them. Lord, I'm asking that you send quality over quantity engagers to this live. Send those that have an open heart, creating them a clean heart so their heart is open to receive what's about to go down. Creating me a clean heart so I don't bleed on your people. Lord, throw your weight around. Do what only you can do. I plead the blood of Jesus over the airways. Close the ears, close the mouths of the enemy, close the ears of the prince of the air. Anything not sent by you, I cancel it. I cancel following spirits, monitoring spirits, jumping spirits. Anything not sent by you, I cancel it. Jesus' name, amen. Listen, yesterday it was a different type of live. I was praying on there, talking to a few people, and I hope today they doing way better than yesterday. Today, we talking about cycles. So grab your journal, your pen, and your paper. You know, when you first get in a relationship, everybody goes through that honeymoon stage where everything is perfect. You see no flaws in that person, and y'all take y'all time. You understand me? Y'all take y'all time. He saying what you want to hear. You saying what he want to hear. You getting cutesy, smelling good. When you step out, you dress to the T. Y'all spending this time. Y'all mess around and get together. Sometimes you see red flags in the beginning, and sometimes you don't. I wrote a book. The title of my book is called 3 Years Too Long. And in that book, I talk about a person that's the N-word. The N-word. And I seen those traits. I see those traits now. I couldn't see them back then. So today I'm gonna help heal some hearts. I'm gonna help clear up some confusion. Because some people be saying, oh, he's spinning the block. Oh, she's spinning the block. Oh, he keep coming back because I got that good. Some men say, oh, she keep coming back because I got that good. And in actuality, it ain't even that you got no good. It's the way certain things be portrayed. Some of y'all holding on to broken pieces and you trying to figure out, why do I keep entertaining? Why does the same man keep coming back in my life? Or why does the same type of woman keep coming in my life? Why do I keep running into the same type of person? Like, what am I doing wrong? Ladies, listen to me. This is going to sound harsh, but it's the truth. And I can say this because I've been there and I was this same woman once upon a time. You as a woman, you tell yourself, I love me. It's some things I'm not going to put up with. It's some things I'm not going to tolerate. And sometimes we say, I'll never be that woman when you see a woman in certain situations. When you see a woman in certain situations, you tell yourself, I'm never going to be that woman, or I could never be like her. And sometimes we get so blinded to where we assume that it's love because he paid all our bills. It's love because he bought me a Birkin bag. It's love because he took me on a trip. It's love because he called me every day. And they always say, oh, he got to love you if he gave you his money. He got to love you if he gave you his time. But this is my thing that I want all women to listen to me. When you love you, it's some things that you don't tolerate. But when you in love with you, it's some things that you're going to stop at the door before it even gets started. A lot of us women, we allow certain things because we assume, you know what, either they going to change because of who you are, or they're going to change and they're going to just say, you know what, because I really love her. And sometimes a lot of men don't get that to that point. And I'm going to tell you why. Because so many of us women, we allow the first sign of disrespect to go unchecked. We allow him to come in with potential. He potentially can be a good man. Before we move on, questions. Any woman in here, if you've ever been in a bad situation, let me know if you've been in if you're single and the men that don't came in your life have they been the same type of man? Let me know what some cycles that you want broken off your life. Let's talk. What cycles when it comes to relationships? When it comes to self? Because today we talk about love bombing. We talk about cycles of love bombing. Tell me, like, while you in a relationship, or I could just keep talking if y'all don't feel comfortable enough to tell the truth about being in broken relationships. Come on here. Controlling. You was in a controlling relationship. Controlling. Come on, let's talk about it. While you was in these broken relationships, tell me some of the things that went on. And I'm asking, has any woman dated the same type of man but a different man? Like, have you ran into the same type of man? Have you dated the same type of man, similarities? Sleeping with family members. Thank you. You said yes, the same type of man. needy, neglect. No, wait a minute. Non-communication. We finna talk about all this. I like talking to y'all so we can talk about things that y'all are really going through. Needy. Needy. Let's talk about it. When it comes to a relationship, neglect. You ever been in a situation, you dated the same type of man? Abuse. May I ask you what kind of abuse? What kind of abuse? Okay, hold on. Okay, listen. Let's talk about it. Some of the things that we've mentioned, this is the stuff that we got to heal from. I don't care if you're in a relationship right now. Listen. I'm glad. Listen to me. A lot of women are single right now, or some of them may even be the type that some women are in relationships with men, like somebody says, that are emotional unavailable. But this is what I'm trying to tell the women today. Listen to me. When you look at you, this is why I ask everybody to put me versus me in the mirror, in the chat. Everybody on my live, put me versus me. Put me versus me. And the reason why we talking about this today, because we got to heal. We got to heal. You know why? Because if I hadn't healed from what tore me down, I wouldn't be able to talk to y'all today. I got it manipulative. But listen, the next thing we're going to do, every woman or man, if it's a man on here, the next thing in the chat, I want you to put accountability. Put accountability in the chat. Everybody, put accountability in the chat. Because today, we're going to take accountability for the things that we have allowed. And this is where it's going to get touchy. This is where people get uncomfortable, because I'm about to uproot everything that you swept under the rug. I'm about to pull your covers off so other people can see you for who you are, but you're the only one gonna see you. But I'm gonna do the talking, y'all gonna do the listening. Understand this. No, I don't think I know everything, but I've been through enough things in my life to understand a lot of the reasons why we are single. We were single. Why I was single. Why I kept dating the same type of man. I'm married right now. So in the past, when I was single, and why I kept dating the same type of man. The first things first, accountability. You must take accountability for the lack thereof. A lot of women jump from one relationship to the next relationship and they ain't healed from what broke them. Like, this is the heaven truth. You haven't healed from what broke you. And when I say that, when you truly heal, you stop pointing fingers at what he did and take accountability for what you allowed him to do. As a man, you stop pointing fingers at what she did and take accountability for what you allowed her to do. That. We're going to start right here, where they say men are emotionally unavailable. Some women don't understand what they possess as women. And I ain't talking about what you got down there. I ain't talking about that you can cook and you can clean and wash clothes and throw it in a circle. That ain't what I'm talking about. And if you thinking on that level, you a simple-minded chick. Come here. Sit down. Turn your face to the wall and get in the corner. Grow up. That ain't what I'm talking about. When you a grown woman, listen to me. When you a grown woman, you understand what you possess. There are some men that ain't never came across a woman like you. Just like you as a woman ain't never probably came across a grown man, there are actually men that ain't never came across a woman like you. Now that right there within itself, that's a whole topic. That's a word right there. A lot of women feel as if, oh, I'm a woman, what I got between my legs, oh, I can cook and I can clean. That's what it takes to keep a man, to get a man to do what you want him to do. But babies, ladies, it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that. Grown men, I ain't even talking about just any average Joe. Grown men, they want to make sure, they want to know, they want to make sure, and they want to know without a doubt in their mind that you can reciprocate the things that you ask from him. I ain't talking about 100%, because at the end of the day, a man is always stronger. A woman is emotional. A woman is emotional because that's how God created us. We emotional creatures, period. A man is supposed to be strong, and that's how God made us. But when it comes to being in an adult relationship, and you trying to figure out if this man is emotionally available, you got to ask yourself about you. Women don't like to sit down and have grown-up conversations, not all. A lot of women, y'all want to skip over the part where you really get to know somebody. And a man says a whole lot. More than we think, they say, because we have selective hearing as women. And I'm saying what I said, and I'm not saying this 100% across the board, this every woman. A lot of women have selective hearing. If you sat down at dinner across the table, y'all had drinks, and you really took your time and got to know the person across from you, you would know a lot about them way before y'all even get to the bedroom. The problem with a lot of women and men, sometimes they rush in for what they want. So, and then they be like, okay, I got to test this out to make sure, What you got to do is take your time. If you really want to know if this man is emotionally available, get to know him before you cross the line and before you go to spending thousands and thousands of dollars. A date, it ain't nothing that somebody will take you on a date. But y'all be expecting these men to jump out here and pay mortgages, pay car notes, get hair, nails, toes done, get your body done, pay for trips with your girlfriend, buy the club out. Y'all be expecting all these things. And because you see certain women get on social media and say, oh, I get these men to do whatever I want him to do. He gonna give me this and he gonna give me that. Listen. I'm not arguing with them. If that's what you do, baby, that's what you do. And there are some women can get some money out of them. Hey. But what I'm saying, for those that want a man that's emotionally available, you got to stop trying to count his pockets and stop trying to see, I'm 46. You got to stop trying to count his pockets and trying to make him do things that you see, I'm just saying, on social media. If you want a man that can be in tune with his emotions, you got to, first of all, heal the little boy that's inside of him that's raging to come out. But it does not, listen. Some of y'all think that a man, it ain't all he want. Ladies, a man only want one thing. A man only want one thing. I'm sorry. There are some men that gonna put in a little work for it, and there's some men that's gonna be like, I ain't got time to put in the work. But if you want a man that's emotionally available, you got to get him there. You got to stop thinking that grown men don't cry. Listen to me, ladies. Stop thinking that grown men don't cry. You want a man that's emotionally available, you must sit down and have a real conversation with him and allow him to open up and talk to you beyond the basics. Oh, the dinner, the money. Y'all talking about stuff that, okay, we talk about in the beginning. No, let's get deep. Like, what's your relationship with your mom? What's your relationship with your grandma? Like, if you really got the time to know these men, you will know my mama, some men. You will hear them say, my mama left me as a little boy. Some of them, my mama was there the whole time. My mama was the only one there. My daddy wasn't there. Some of them was in two-parent households, and they watched their mama still be emotionally abused by their daddy because their daddy, all he did was work. But you got to sit down. Oh, I saw my daddy work. Oh, I saw my daddy be a provider. Some of them will tell you, I saw my daddy cheat on my mama, but still paid the bills. I saw my daddy go out and have other babies on my mama. My mama stayed right there because my mama was the type of woman that wanted to keep the family together. But if you sit and you talk to them, and you will kind of sort of see exactly what they mind at. You will see why they treated women the way they treated. And not that it's an excuse. Some men ain't never ever seen a real grown woman. They ain't never seen a grown woman stand 10 toes down, have their back, and stand on what they believe in. They ain't never seen a grown woman love them correctly. I'm talking about love them when it's hard to love them. And I'm not talking about loving a man while he cheating on you. I ain't talking about a man that got a baby with his baby mama. I ain't talking about a man that only give you money. I'm talking about a man, you have to love him sometimes when you can't even love him. I'm talking about real hard down love. I'm not talking about some of this stuff y'all see on social media where things are out of order. I'm talking about this man being a man, and he just had a moment and he broke down, and he's available to talk to you without you judging him as a man, but you want him to be emotionally available. But when he's emotionally available, you telling him men don't cry. You telling him men don't cry? Because growing up, a lot of men weren't allowed to cry, because back in the days, they were saying, quit acting like that. Boys don't cry. That's a lie. They're human. And sometimes these men need to be able to say what they're going to say without you judging them. And a lot of them get back in their shell the first time they did it, and a woman acted as if it was the end of the world. I'm not saying men just walk around here and cry, but I am saying grown men do cry. It's sometimes when you see one thing about it, and two things for sure. If you ever seen a grown man cry, I'm talking about a hard down grown man. He crying because he hurts. He ain't crying because we cry at movies. A woman, we will cry. We hear a sad sob story, we cry. We could cry. But when you see a grown man cry, trust me, he's hurt. And if you want your man to be emotionally available, you got to allow him to dump out all the stuff that he experienced sometimes, especially a man of color. A man of color, Oh, baby, they don't even respect them. A man of color, oh, he don't take care of his kids. He don't want to be married. He got plenty of baby mamas. He's stingy. All he got is that down there. Oh, he don't want to work. He don't want to buy me flowers. He don't want to open car doors. And that's because a lot of y'all women, y'all simple-minded. Y'all stick around your little area and you assume your little area is all the men in the world. That's a lie. The man that I'm married to right now, he has 2 kids. 2. He don't got a whole lot of baby mamas. 2. He don't got a whole lot of kids. 2. But that's rare to hear because the first thing out their mouth, oh, I know he got a lot of kids. Before I met him and we got serious and I knew him, I assumed that. And I told him that, I say, just looking at you, I just knew you had a whole lot of kids. Excuse me, y'all. I knew he had a whole lot of kids. I said that. I did. I assumed that. Because that's how society is. But what I'm saying is, we're going to talk about the end person. But we're finna break down a lot of stuff that's inside of women and the reasons why they deal with these type of men. We still on emotionally available. Some of y'all can't take a grown man telling you the truth. Y'all, excuse me, I got the hiccups. That. Thank you. Listen. Some women don't even understand that they man is going through. Because they look at their significant other and they say he's a man and he should automatically know. And y'all wouldn't be able to stomach a grown, excuse me, y'all. I got the hiccups on live. I got the hiccups, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm drinking water. If they told you the truth about yourself, and not from a place of anger, you want him to be able to be real, but you just don't want him to be real with you. If you sat down and you met a man, I'm just saying you met a man online, y'all met up and went and got something to eat. And as y'all begin to talk, he told you, I don't want to date a woman with kids. I don't want to date a woman with short hair. I don't want to date a woman if she got a gap in her teeth. I don't want to date a woman if her skin is a certain thing. I don't want to date a woman if she ain't shaped like... See, y'all want a man to tell y'all what y'all want to hear, but y'all don't really want to know the truth. So do you really want an emotionally available man? It sounds good. It sounds cliche until you run into that man and you can't stomach what he's saying out his mouth. You want a man that's emotionally available until he tells you we're not spending money because we're going to save some and change some. Because as soon as you get a man that tell you we're not finna be spending unnecessary money, the next thing out your mouth is he trying to control me. He's trying to be a grown man. You want him to be a grown man until he's telling you to quit wearing that short stuff up in your behind. You want him to be a grown man till he tell you to quit talking to your kid's daddy because he's not your kid's daddy, but at the end of the day, he's a man. You want him to be a grown man till he tell you stop talking to that man like that. Stop talking about your kid's daddy in front of them like that. You want him to be emotionally available until he start getting onto your behind on how you spend too much money, on the reason why y'all can't get a new house or y'all can't take these trips because you want to go out and get your hair done every week. You want an emotionally available man until he tell you about the dreams that you talked about in the beginning. Mr. Risa must be gone because I don't see nobody tapping. Y'all tap this screen. Mr. Risa, you gone? Because I don't see no tapping going on. Y'all tap this screen. What's going on? Mr. Risa. I don't understand Queen Queen Vaughn say, you know what I'm saying? I want to listen. Listen. And you gonna tap or get off my screen. What you gonna do? You commented that. How about you tap my screen? And let that be that. Let me do what I want to do on my live. She said, I'm at work listening and driving. Mahogany. Mahogany. You on my live, you heard what I said. I said tap the screen. Either you going to tap the screen or you can get off my live. See what I'm saying? This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You ain't even have to say that. If you ain't like that I said that, you could have kept it moving. Now, come on now. This is the kind of this exact type of stuff I'm talking about. In order to move up and continue to get engagers, people must tap the screen. Like, I'm not understanding people. Goodness. But listen, you want an emotional, available man, you got to get him in that place. That part. You ain't losing nothing to tap the screen. You want an emotional, available man. Sometimes you got to take a step back and look at you. Are you emotionally available? Are you able to take accountability when you do wrong? Kayla, how you doing? First of all, you got to make sure he's a grown man and not just a man. Because there's a difference between a man and a grown man. When you dealing with a grown man, you ain't even gonna have to force, pull, beg. You ain't gonna be able to do none of that. You ain't gonna have to do none of that when it comes to a grown man. Because a grown man gonna come in already knowing, listen to me, a grown man gonna sit down and he taking notes about you. I'm a woman, but I'm telling you, a grown man, he gonna take notes about you. And when I do this, that means he's sitting there and he watching every little thing you do, everything you say. A grown man gonna listen to you talk about your dreams and see what you doing to reach those dreams. A grown man gonna sit down and hear you talk, oh, my kid's daddy ain't this and that. A grown man gonna hear you say, you know what, me and my kid's daddy, we not together. But you know what? He do the best he can, even if he make mistakes. Even though he make me so mad sometimes. You know, he ain't never been a grown man. He's sitting down, he listening to you talk about your dreams, your admirations. He's sitting down, listening to you talk about putting down other women. He's sitting there seeing if how you move. And he gonna sometimes, a grown man will test you. Some women sit back and they assume that every man out here makes money like, you know, I don't got to put no work in. And they assume that if they met a man in one place, Kayla, I hope I'm helping you so we can move on. Some women feel like they meet a man in one place, that's automatically who he is in another place or another season in his life. You may meet a man that take you to Applebee's on your first date. You may meet a man that take you to McDonald's or Burger King on your first date, but it don't mean that he don't got money. Sometimes these men want to see exactly where your mind is. Because some women, they want this man to jump off the porch and take them to Ruth Chris. And if they take him to Ruth Chris, that means, oh girl, he got money. He pull up in an Audi, take you to Ruth Chris, bam, that black card. And that's all you know about him. You ain't get to know him. All you know is, oh girl, he got a black car, he drive an Audi, and he taking me to Ruth Chris. And that's the, oh my God, that's the man right there. But you don't know nothing about him. Then you got a girl down the street, they went to Applebee's or they met up for drinks at Dave and Buster's and they really having a good time because they're really getting to know each other and they starting to understand the wants and the needs. Too many women sit around and they assume because if you meet him dressed to the T, dressed, I'm talking about with hundreds of dollars of clothes on, that they automatically got to have money and they got a black card. So I know, even if you meet them and they got their own house and it's decked out, you still don't know him. But if you want a man, your man, to be emotionally attached, you got to get him there. And I ain't talking about getting him there, throwing it in a circle. Just you being you as a woman. You being pink girl soft. A man wants, listen, I ain't say lay nothing down by the riverside. What I am saying is quit being strong all the time. God did not create you nor me to be strong. But society and life has made us that way. We have kids and these men don't be there. So of course we got to be strong. And we got to be super strong all the time. But when you meet a grown man, I wish I had men on my life. When you meet a grown man, I'm talking about a grown man that knows that you are independent but won't allow you to be. Because for one, he was raised right. Two, he done broke a lot of hearts along the way. And then he came across you and he's telling himself, I done broke a lot of hearts along the way, but it's time for me to grow up. A grown man, women want to think that it's a magic potion to get a man to act a certain type of way. No, baby. All it takes is for you to be you. I'm talking about, when I say you to be you, I'm talking about no makeup, all that makeup. I'm talking about you. You ain't got to worry about your hair all the time. I ain't saying don't be cute, but some women want to hide behind who they are. And then you know if y'all get serious, girl, he gonna have to see you with no makeup on, no weave in your hair. He gonna have to see that gut hanging out. He gonna have to see them stretch marks. He gonna have to see you as who you are. You want a man to be emotionally available? Sit down, have a conversation with him. Even if you're in a relationship with him right now. If you can sit down, when I say sit down, I'm talking about you let him talk, he let you talk. I'm talking about y'all telling y'all each other the do's, the don'ts, what I don't like, and y'all listen. And I'm going to say this about a grown man. I ain't just talking about no any man. I got 4 children. They all boys. That don't mean they grown men. My kids, my oldest ones, they are grown men. But my son, he's a child. But see, some of y'all want these type of grown men that y'all think can read minds. And I'm going to say this about a grown man. He may not get it that first time. It take a lot of grown men time to process what you want and what you need. Get that too. Don't think that you telling him tonight, babe, I want you to buy me flowers. Something that he's never done. You want him to buy you flowers. I'm just using this as an example. You want him to buy you flowers. You don't go in yelling, I want you to buy me flowers because I saw my homegirls get flowers. Her man this and that. Talk to him. Babe, I would like for you to start buying me flowers. I know I never asked for you to buy me flowers, but that's something that I like. Babe, I want us to start going to church. He may not go to church every Sunday, but long as he's going, he's putting forth the effort. Y'all get in an argument. Come here. I'm finna talk to some ladies that deal with men that cuss all the time. If you one of them women and you tired of just y'all talking to each other reckless, because cussing each other out is not being emotionally available. Try talking to each other without all that cussing. You tell him, you know what? We got to start getting to a place when it's about to go here, we got to back up. It's time for us to grow up. You want your man to be emotionally available? You got to sometimes take a step back and say, okay, we got to listen. We got to talk. And I know some of y'all got these men, y'all feel like they aggravate you. But it's a time that y'all can talk. I don't care if it's in the bedroom. I don't care if it's on the phone. I don't care if it's doing the game. Like, pick a time y'all can talk. You know, it's grown men out here that are emotionally available. If that's what you want. Express what you want without you being, I want what I want. I want you to be, no. Come back. You got to be soft. Okay. Because we talking about love bombing. Before we get there, we're going to talk about the stuff that got us here. Somebody said mental and physical abuse. That's two different abuses. Y'all know that, right? I was in a verbal. I was in a verbal one. It's all the same, but let me tell you something. The very first time a man put these on you, that would not be his last. And if you think that it's cute, it's not. The first time you allow him to put these on you, that won't be his last. That's first. Mentally and verbally, emotionally. That was the type I was in. Hey, Charles. That was the type I was in. The more, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this. I was saved. When I met him, I was saved. So I assumed if I showed him that I was a good woman and I prayed for him, he would change. Nothing changed him. Because the very first time that he was verbally to me, and I brushed it off and took him back, each time it got worse and worse and worse. You got to be able to look in the mirror and understand this. Somebody talking to you like that, that is not love. That is not love. Somebody doing this to you, that is not love. It's not love. Somewhere along your life, you've seen it. Sometimes you saw your mama be in situations like that, and they stayed in unbroken situations, and now you in a broken situation. They're broken situations. You don't love, you don't love you like you think you love you. Because if anybody can treat you like that, they're not for you. And hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. And some of that hurt, we're going to go back. Some of the hurt that some of these men done been through, it has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with the way society says what a real man is. It has something to do with they thinking that this is how to keep you in line, how to control you. They got something to do with their insecurities. It has something to do with the lack thereof. A lot of men that's in those situations that do that kind of stuff, they are insecure about themselves. They're lacking something about themselves. And the only way that they can handle you as a strong woman, when they see the strength in you. When they see the strength in you, because I know he saw the strength in me. And he knew he had to try to do something to keep me. Because he knew once I got out of that mental thing, because I felt like I was in bondage in my mind. I felt like why am I tolerating this? I couldn't get out of it. I prayed, I begged God, and God still wasn't moving. But when I took a step back and I started looking at the bigger picture, he was doing what I was allowing him to do. The day he said certain things to me, I should have walked away. I wasn't strong enough. So he knew a man can smell weakness. He smelled the weakness on me. He said, okay, she a single mama, and I'm talking to her like this, and she letting me come back. He'll call, and with the sad sob story, I forgave him. And you know what he led with? Oh, I ain't never had a woman like you. My mama wasn't in my life, and it was all the other women's fault. No, baby, it wasn't that. It was because you smelled weakness on me. It was because you smelled weakness on me. You knew that I would continue to take you back time after time after time after time. And if you in a situation like that, it's never gonna change. He ain't never gonna change. I don't care if you listening to me right now, and I don't think that I know everything, but I do know this. If you in that relationship, a situation like that, them type of men ain't never gonna change. Because they need to go and work on them and not work on you. I don't care what kind of woman you are, how good you are as a woman, you will never be able to change them. You will never ever be able to change them. You can jump from a ceiling. You can go buy him a whole island. He will never change. Because he knows that you're going to be right there. But it's going to come a point in time, and I pray it ain't too late. You get sick and tired of being sick and tired of looking at yourself, being sick and tired of being disrespected, being misused, fumbling you, not handling you with care, and acting as if you don't deserve to be respected or loved, and you being his doormat. You always being there for him. You always, some of y'all, I'm talking, and some of y'all pick up the phones for the ones that's behind the bars. How do you let somebody behind bars control you from out here? He locked up in there and he controlling you. I don't know who that's for. Now that I could never understand. You let somebody that's clean control you from in there. He tells you, you better be home. You better not go nowhere. He got your mind and he's in there. How? And if you think that a man that's locked away gonna get out and be your forever after, he gonna be your Romeo, he gonna be your Boaz, he gonna be your king, he is never gonna be that. Because first of all, when they get locked away, you gotta understand, if they get sentenced to years, think about being sentenced for years and never being able to touch a woman, taste a woman, feel a woman, never been able to really get some hugs and love. All you getting is a phone call and conversation and written letters, but they are never able to really touch you. And they sentenced to 3, 4, 10, 20 years. When they get out, they need time because their mind got to be reprogrammed. Because understand this, and I'm serious, once a person get clean, their mind froze and freeze in time. From the time they go in until the time they get out. When they get out, they still remember the day they went in. So they going backwards in life. And some of y'all women don't understand why they angry and they mad. A lot of these men are not angry at you. Come on, let me tell you the truth on the reason why he angry. Some of these men, not all men, the men that you find that's more angry than, I'm talking about angry than an angry bear. I'm talking about can't nothing make him happy. All he do is be verbal, take from women, mistreat women, dog women, and just that's how he is. Sometimes it ain't because they mad at you. They mad at them because they don't want you. They want something that look like them. Hello. Some of these men are angry because they don't even like you as a woman. They don't even want you. And a lot of that, they take that frustration out on you as the woman. And sometimes us women, we stick around and we be the punching bag. They always talking about love on a black man, but when it's time to love on us, they can't even respect us. And I don't blame them, I blame us. The reason why I went through what I went through for 3 years too long, because I wasn't in love with me. I wasn't in love with me. I loved me, but I was not in love with me. And I allowed him to mistreat me, even though I knew better, but I just couldn't see it at the time. He would wake up cussing me out, go to sleep cussing me out. You understand me? Every day was the same thing. And not because I wasn't a good woman, because he felt like he can, because from the time he don't did it, disrespect me, cuss me out, and I stayed. Every day you stay, the more power you give him over you. When you can't think for yourself, and listen to me, ladies, I'm just talking about being in abusive emotionally, physically, mentally, that kind of abuse, that verbal, it's always stained in my mind because I know that's how I was treated in a season in my life. But one thing that I did do, I forgave him. So that's why I'm able to move like I move, because I forgive him for treating me like that. Because first of all, I should have walked away. But when you seen that type of behavior, I seen my mama stay in broken situations. I don't see sisters stay in situations. I don't see aunties stay in broken situations. I don't see my grandma stay in broken situations. So what did you think was going to happen? When you watched it over the years, over generations, over the course of your life, in your mind, you think that is how it's supposed to be. And it's not. And a lot of women want it. They would not say it out loud, but I don't care what nobody say. When you get in situations like that, you've seen it before. You've seen it before. Okay. We talk about men that don't got no plan, that don't want to grow, they won't take you on dates. Listen, I'm going to go back to what I said. A lot of y'all women, a lot of us women, period. Some things that we do, we always assume. We assume that a man gonna have a plan because he's a man. If you want him to take you on dates, open your mouth and tell him. You want to spend some quality time, open your mouth and tell him. A man gonna complain about you trying to get some time. A grown man gonna adjust to you. He's gonna adjust. Even if he have to give you 30 extra minutes at night. A man gonna complain, but a grown man gonna adjust. Complain, adjust. You have to know, yes, you tired, you work hard, you go to the gym, you go play basketball. We know you tired. But a grown man, I wish I had grown men to back me up. A grown man will adjust. And if your man you dealing with right now don't got no plan for your future, I don't blame him. I blame you. Because when y'all were getting to know each other, he should have knew that you was the type of woman to want to have plans, and you got it. You want to sit down and we want to do this. We got goals. We want to go over here. We want to do this. He should know that you that woman way before y'all cross the threshold and get in the bed. But if you don't show no signs of you want better for your life, why would he? If he feel like you comfortable where you at, why would he? Why would he change anything? That part. Why would he change anything about himself when y'all first met? All you talking about is, child, I want to go on a trip. I want to go over here. Not one time said I want to save anything. He never heard you say that. And then a lot of y'all sit down and say, oh, I'm independent. I don't need a man for nothing. I can do everything on my own. I'm single. I work. And I can buy myself this. I can take myself on a job. And you telling him, okay, well, you know, she got a plan. She got it all in the bag. Until you taking all these trips by yourself. Till you look back over your life and you saying, dang, it would be nice to spend this with somebody else. But why would a man suddenly change 3 months in, 6 months in, 8 months in, a year in, 2-3 children in, marriage in, bought house, bought car? Why would he change when nowhere in the path along the way of getting to know you, it said anything of we gonna change? You got to show something more than what you talking about. You talking it, but you ain't even doing nothing to change it. But you want him to have all the plans. You want him to make plans. Y'all go on dates. Sometimes, I'm going to go back to the beginning. Listen. Sometimes some of these men, grown and all, ain't never came across a woman like you. I want you to keep that in your mind as we had a conversation. Every woman on my live, put this in the chat. A woman like me. When the man ain't never met a woman like you, and you can show him some things, baby. But some of y'all be scared to show him some things because y'all assume that he supposed to come all together. Y'all assume that he can read y'all mind. Y'all assume that whatever he gonna do, he gonna do it because he a man and he gonna automatically know what to do. Sometimes your man needs you to sit down and be like, babe, I want to go on a trip in a year. I want to buy some property in 2 or 3 years. I want to have money in the bank. Let's talk about it. A grown man gonna sit down and we gonna talk. Let's talk about a controlling man. A controlling man is an insecure man. I ain't seen no woman in my chat yet put a woman like me. I asked all the women in my chat to put a woman like me in here. We talk about controlling though. A controlling man is an insecure man. Oh, I didn't see you, Jay. I'm sorry. I ain't see y'all. Well, I'm talking and I ain't even see it. That's how much I'm talking. Okay. Oh, spray me. The ladies jumping on me. Wait a minute. Hold on. I did. Ladies, I ain't even see it. I guess because I'm talking and reading. But listen. Listen to me. Okay. A controlling man is an insecure man. Because why does he... And let's decipher controlling. Do you consider controlling when you telling your man, babe, I'm about to go to the store, babe, I'm about to go with my homegirls, babe, could I come over, could I go over here? Do you consider that controlling when he asking you or letting you know, babe, I'm gonna be late, babe, can I go hang out with the boys, babe, can we have a gathering at the house? Like, what do you consider controlling? Because listen, there's a difference between respect and control. As a grown woman, and I'm married, dealing with a grown man, I tell my husband, babe, I'm about to go shopping. Babe, my homegirls, just the other night, one of my sisters texted in the group chat that we gonna make plans to go out of town. We gonna make plans to go out of town. I didn't go and tell my husband, oh, I'm going out. Like, babe, is it okay for me to go with my sisters out of town? Not because he controlled me, because it's a respect thing. Because if he was going out of town with his brothers, I want him to let me know. And I don't have a problem with that. He don't have a problem with that. If my husband says, we're not going to go on a trip. He asked me what I want to do for my birthday. I said Chicago. Okay, we sat down and we talked about going to Chicago. But as we did the numbers, we thought we need to get a little bit more money saved up. We need to get a little bit more money saved up. And it wasn't, oh, we ain't going to Chicago. It was, we need to get a little bit more money saved up. We can do Chicago in another year or two. We can go to Chicago, but neither one of us feel that we're in a position right now to spend that type of money to have a good time to go to Chicago. Communication. So, some of y'all want a man, but y'all don't want a man because y'all assume certain things is controlling. Controlling is when you can't do absolutely nothing. You can't even go to the store without him. He don't want you leaving the house. Like, it's a difference between controlling and respect. That's why I say when you say controlling, some men are controlling and they controlling because they insecure. Some of them controlling because they out doing wrong and they assume that you're going to do wrong. Some men are controlling because they know they got a good woman and they don't want nobody else to have, but they don't even want you. Oh, it is some controlling men. We're not going to get it twisted. But that's why I asked you. It's a difference when your man saying we're not going on this trip because we need to save money or you need to save money versus you not going on this trip and you got the money, y'all can afford it. And he said, no, you ain't going with your homegirls. You going to stay your behind right here. It's a difference. So you got to learn and understand the difference. Some of y'all want some of y'all want a man, but y'all don't want a man to tell y'all nothing about what y'all got on. Some of y'all in relationships and y'all still walk out the door with y'all shorts up and y'all behind. But you got to remember, that's your man. And that's the one that you should be respecting. Why are you trying to show off your goods to the outside when you already got your man? See, y'all think controlling is, oh, he's trying to tell me what to wear. Now, it's some men that are controlling. Then there's some men like, nah, babe, you don't need to be wearing that. Because some women you've been single so long, so your mind is programmed to do your own thing. You on your own track. And sometimes they got to say, wait a minute, babe. You know you're going, no, babe, you ain't going out like that. You ain't going out with no panties on. You ain't going out with no bra on. You ain't going out like that, are you? That's the same way we don't be want our man to go out with a great sweatpants on. Because now why you got them great sweatpants on so everybody can see what you working with, what we working with. It's a respect thing. But when you are simple-minded, you assume that a man is controlling. But you got to decipher and know the difference between controlling and a respect. You might have a man that don't want to do nothing but save money so that y'all can get in a position that y'all don't have to want nothing, ask for nothing, sleep good at night. But y'all think that, oh, he controlling me and it's my money. No, you don't want it. Okay. What's a needy man? What's a needy man? Some of y'all say, somebody said a needy man. What's a needy man? I gotta go over there and blow my corn. What's a needy man? Let's talk about a needy man. I'm gonna get in this kitchen in a minute. I gotta boil my corn. What's a needy man? Somebody said needy man. Cause we gonna get down to love bombing in a minute. What's a needy man? Y'all throw y'all girls some gifts. I got 3 money guns on here. What do y'all consider a needy man? Because I want my man to need me. I be wanting my husband to, I want him to be a little needy sometimes. Some of y'all talking about a needy man. What is a needy man? Do you talk about need? Listen, let me say this. I can't stand no wounded bird type men. I can't stand no wounded bird type man. I can't stand no insecure, controlling, needy man, meaning he got to know every little thing about you, calling you constantly. He needs you to clarify where you been every day, all day. He questioning everything you say because he's so insecure because of the things he done done. So he needs you to clarify this and clarify that. Sometimes you ain't gonna pacify their feelings. It ain't wrong with them being a little needy, but I don't want to be around no man that has hurt women and think he gonna come over here, deal with me. I'm loving on him and he can't love on me because he is not emotionally available because of all the hurt he done. So he got a wall up so high because of, let me tell you, ladies, listen to me. When you find a man like that, he has a wall up so high because he want to get you before you get him because of the things he done. And he knows it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. He can go out and do every which way and up and down and cheat, drag you through the mud and assume that when he get tired, when he get done, listen, my second baby daddy taught me this. Thank you. My second baby daddy taught me this. A man feel like they can drag you through the mud. Drag you till you bleed. Drag you. And they think you gonna always be there. They think that you ain't gonna never get tired. And I don't understand that. You think that I ain't gonna never get tired. Why? Why do you think I ain't gonna never get tired? Why do you think that I'm gonna always be emotionally available? I'm gonna always there. Because you know why? There are so many women that do. Because so many of us women feel like we got to be there because he our baby daddy. We got to be there because when he was in the streets, he paid all my bills, he spoiled me. We got to be there because his mama wasn't there. We got to be there because his grandma wasn't there. We got to be there because his grandmama and auntie done mistreated him. His baby mama, we feel like we got to pick up the pieces. We don't allow them to fall. We feel like, oh, I got to do this because if he don't do it, I ain't going to do it. You know, it's so much that we do. And you sit back and wonder why he is the way he is. Because we as women, we allow it. The first time he said, listen. The first time, the other day, some of y'all was on my live and a young lady got on here and she said she been with a man 3 years. They got kids and she gave him an ultimatum. She gave him an ultimatum after losing his job and he been in between jobs. That part. He in between jobs. Everybody on my live agreed. You gave him 3 months. But you ain't, and you still got to pay all the bills. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going? We'll tell a man, well, I'm going to give you 3 months. I'm going to give you 3 months to get on your feet. But yet you had a job and you quit it. A grown man, first of all, ain't going to let no 3 months go by. If he have to go pick up cans on the side of the road, not a grown man. A grown man, thank you, Miss Right Beauty. A grown man going to do what he got to do to make sure if he lost that job. Because let me back up. A grown man ain't even going to lose his job, not behind nothing foolish, because he knows he got them children and he got bills. Some of y'all get it twisted when y'all define a grown man versus a man, because he can make a baby, because he can make you feel good in the bedroom. Y'all assume that that's what a grown man is. Baby, a grown man is not. A grown man gonna make sure no matter what, he gonna get out there. If he have to go get plasma, if he have to go give plasma, he gonna make sure if he can only bring $50 in there, he gonna bring something before the sun go down. He is not gonna sit on your couch. He ain't gonna just drive your car around all day. He ain't gonna wait for you to bring home the bacon all the time. Unless he's in a position where he got hurt on the job and he got laid off or something like that. But if he just got fired over some foolishness, he gonna say, you know what, my bad, I done lost my job, I got to get up. He gonna get up every day and grind. A grown man. My grown women understand what I'm saying. A grown man gonna get up and make it happen. I ain't talking about no any man. I'm talking about a grown man. And you ain't even gonna have to sit and get on my live and say, oh, he had a job and quit that job, and I got 3 kids and we've been together 3 years. No. You ain't got no business dealing with no man that know y'all got children. Y'all have children. You can't tell the children that in 3 months I'm gonna feed you. You can't tell the landlord in 3 months I have your rent. But see, some women try to disguise a good man versus a grown man. A good man meaning he just a man because he paid the bills. Oh, he pay 100% of the bills. They disguise that as a grown man. He the best because he pay all the bills. That doesn't define a grown man. That don't mean he a grown man because he pay. I don't care. I don't care if he worked in the White House. That don't qualify him to be a grown man, a good man, the best baby daddy. Because let me tell you, he may not pay 100% of the bills, but a grown man gonna make sure he got something on them bills. Okay. Let's talk about this here. And then we're going to talk about love bombing. A manipulative man. All these men, these different things we talking about, this goes into the N-word. This is what he is. The N-word, the N-A-R-C. He's the N-A-R-C, yes. This, I couldn't say it. I'm glad somebody said it. Thank you, Monique Love. We talking about this type of man right here. We talking about that type of man right there. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, manipulative. If you the type of woman that you have morals and you have values, and it's just some things you ain't gonna do, but you come across a smooth talker, and y'all know what I'm talking about when we talking about these smooth talkers. It's a man that can talk the panties off a blind woman. I'm talking about smooth talkers. Talk you into going against everything you believe in. Like talk you into having a threesome. Talk you into writing bad checks. Talk you into getting over on people. Talk you into giving your kids to their daddy. Talk you into neglecting your kids. I'm just throwing stuff out there. He manipulates you because he smelt your weakness a mile away. You may not know that you being manipulated, but listen, if you ever sat down and you had a conversation with a man and you sitting there, you telling him, I don't need a man, I can pay all my bills. He checking off that thing on his list. Oh, wait a minute, she work to pay all her bills. She can take herself on a trip. Oh, baby, she do this and she do that. He checking this off. You ever love a man more than he love you? He can talk you into having that threesome. Because now he's making you feel guilty. Oh, why we can't do this? And you telling yourself, I never even thought on that level. Baby, it's some women that want to do that. But not all women think on that level. And I finally realized not all men want to do the same thing. That is not the dream of all men. But the men that have dreamed that way before. My husband did dream talk before he got married. But in our marriage, that ain't a conversation that we have. Because first of all, he know he ain't finna manipulate dip. And I said manipulate dip. He ain't finna manipulate dip or manipulate me to do anything like that. But you have men that are so smooth, they will talk you into something, and you be sitting there saying, how did I even get here? He'll have you making runs and holding money and making sales. I'm talking about it. He done manipulated you into doing things that you never thought you would do, because you know what you saying to yourself? Oh, he loved me. He a real one. A real one ain't even gonna put you in that position. A real one ain't gonna put you in that position. I'm gonna tell you what I learned about them street pharmacists. I'm talking about real hard down street pharmacists. They don't bring it where they lay their head. They don't even put you in the business, because if they ever got caught up, they don't want you to be able to flip on them. Grown men that's in the streets like that, they don't tell the main chick, the one they love, they baby mamas. Some of y'all women think, oh, he loved me because he had me out there. He ain't gonna bring you nowhere around it, because he don't want you to get caught up. I learned that. Them real street pharmacists, they don't involve the one they really, 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 really love. I know some of y'all think y'all gangsters. Some of y'all think I'm a ride or die. A grown man don't want you to be no ride or die. He don't want your hands dirty. I'm just saying. He ain't even gonna manipulate you, because he got them other ones out there that gonna do anything for him. But you, your hands gonna always be clean. And I learned that. Your hands ain't gonna never touch none of that, because, no. Some of y'all can be manipulative because y'all think y'all ride or dies until y'all get clean. And when y'all get that time and y'all facing that, then y'all sitting back saying, I was never that type of woman. I don't see so many shows where the women saying, I wasn't this type of woman. He came in my life. He manipulated you, and you allowed him to manipulate you. You would have never did that if you never, because you know why? He smelt you. He smelt that weakness. He knew, I can get her to do anything I want her to do. Yes, I'm telling y'all secrets, man. I can get her to do anything I want her to, because she'll do it. That's that manipulation. One more thing before we get on to love bombing. Neglect. Oh, we got two more things. Neglect. We're going to get here. Oh, three things. Non-communication. But we don't talk about that non-communication. Listen. Neglect. Your man neglecting you. Your husband neglecting you. Your baby daddy neglecting you. And you thinking about getting you a side piece. You thinking about stepping out on him. Come here. Come here. Come here. Listen to me. Before you think about stepping out on your good grown man, because he ain't perfect, really sit down and tell yourself, is the person that you're going to deal with worth it? Like, I'm being serious. Some women would rather step out than have a real conversation with their man. I want you to think long and hard before you do it. Let me tell you something. If you sit down and express it long and hard enough, he'll get it eventually. He'll get it. Because if you deal with a grown man, he would, I said this earlier, when you're dealing with a grown man, he will, what did I say? Compromise eventually. Not because you walking behind him cussing him out. Not because you threatening him with another man. Because he knows that he's neglecting you. But a grown man will compromise. Before you step out, because you keep on saying he neglected me. Ms. Right Beauty said, I hope I meet him. Listen, he will compromise. Because, like I said earlier, it take a man a while to comprehend certain things. And if you to the point where you about to step out, before you do that, conversate with him. Conversate, have a conversation. But listen, when I say have a conversation, I'm going to need you to be pink, girly girl conversation. Because we all know the saying, what one won't do, the next will. But before you decide to step out, have a conversation. Somebody said Indian giver. Indian giver. The man must have gave us something and took it back. Listen, I'm going to say this before I wash my hands. This is why you got to get with a man you want and not the man you need. Get with the man you want and not the man you need. And that requires you to heal. That requires you to heal everything that I'm talking about. It requires you to heal. A woman said she keep messing. A lot of women meet the same type of men. Listen, you keep meeting the same type of man because you ain't healed from what hurt you. You keep going in the situation thinking the same way you thought last month, 2 months ago. Some of y'all ain't been on a date in 2 years and you still holding on to what that man did. That part, Michelle. Some of y'all been single 2, 3, 4, 5 years because, we have a conversation right now. If I pulled up a panel for the women that been single for years and years, and I can guarantee you they're going to take me back to what the last man did. Because after that, they ain't gave another man the time of the day to even hurt them on that level. You've been single 5 years because you said that man hurt you so bad that you can't trust another man, but you sit around here and you say you trust God. You trust God, but you don't trust God. You've been single. Somebody said they've been single since 2020. It's 2026. You ain't healed from what broke you. You feel like every man gonna do you the same way. You don't feel like nobody could be different. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. I'm coming, y'all. Let's get it going. My dinner for the night. Fresh corn. Fresh corn. But listen, some of y'all keep dating the same type of man because y'all ain't healed what broke you. Some of y'all ain't healed. Wait, hold on. Gorgeous 25, how you doing? I hope you had a great day. I never said everybody did. I'm talking to the women that do want to be in a relationship, and it's okay if you don't want to. This live right here ain't for you. And for the co-signer, I never said that every woman did. But for the women that do, and there's more women that do than women that don't, they listening to what I'm saying. And those that want to be in healthy relationships, listen to what I'm saying. Because there are good men. And then another thing, gorgeous, God never created for you to be alone. That's why he created a man. He created a helpmate. Even though society, but God created somebody else, because if he intended for you to be alone, he would have created just you and your co-signer. God did not. Now the problem, it ain't with me, it's with God. Ask God why he created a helpmate for you, because that's biblical. And I'm only talking to the women that has been broken and went through something. They're going to heal before they get in another relationship, for those that do. And it ain't nothing wrong with not want to be in one, and it surely ain't nothing wrong with want to be in one. But for those that be screaming and hollering, everybody don't want to be married, baby, God didn't intend for you to be alone. God intended for you to get with somebody and really have children, even though it's some women that can't. He wanted us women to bear children to replenish the earth. And then we got so many broken women, and we got so many people some in relationships that need to heal first. And this is advice to those that do. You could have bypassed my life, but you jumped on here and you said what you said, so I'm saying what I'm saying. But anyways, when it comes to making sure you get what you want from your relationship, communicate. Communicate. But what I want to talk about is, we've talked about, I forgot to talk about one. I'm not mad. I was just speaking facts. I'm not mad. I was just speaking facts, just like you was. I'm not mad. Once again, I'm not mad. I'm just like you spoke your facts, I did the same thing. You said what you said, and I said what I said. Now you mad. Now you big mad. Because now I'm done with that. You said what you said. I said what I'm saying. I said, this is my page. You on my live. Hello. Is this not my live? I'm confused. And you said what you said, and I said what I said, and I'm moving on from that. I'm done with that. Gorgeous, I'm done with it. You said what you said. That's how you feel. Baby, I'm not trying to change your mind. But I responded back to what you said. We finna talk about this. I ain't saying that. This is what I'm finna talk about. One thing about that type of man, idolization. They get you in overly. When they are trying to manipulate you, they come in. I ain't no use for to come in the kitchen right now.
How long you gonna be?
I ain't no use for to come in the kitchen right now. That's why I came in here. Why?
I can wait if it ain't gonna be that long. How long you gonna take?
No, go ahead and do your thing, but I ain't no use for to come in the kitchen right now. That's why I waited for you to put your meat on. Huh? Oh. I know it was on. Like, that's why I waited for you to come in here and let me put this one on. I'm just thinking I already have one. Yeah, but I don't even come in the kitchen right now. I don't even need to go. Listen, when they come in, the first thing they do, we talked about all that when it comes to that type of man, but they come in with manipulations, and sometimes you will know it. if you pay attention to how they moving. They not healed and you not healed. And you got to be mindful on that type. Everything that we said today, you have to be mindful on that type. Because you don't want to keep running into that type of man that only do that. You don't want to run into that type of man that's the only type of man that he is. He hurt. Because like I said, hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. Today we discussed the characteristics of that type of man. And ladies, you got to be on the lookout. You got to be on the lookout for everything that we talked about. Somebody should have healed today because now you've talked about the certain things that you don't like, certain things that you don't been through, certain things that you know that should not be going on in a healthy relationship. In a healthy relationship. Tomorrow, we'll talk about the devaluation. How they try to tear you all the way down once they don't got in. Once these type of people don't got you hook, line, sink, when they don't got your mind and you already in, you loving them more than they loving you. You loving them more than they loving you. You respecting them more than they respecting you. You doing for them, they ain't doing for you. But we gonna get ready to close out. Listen, if it was your first time on my live and you like the way I rock and roll, please subscribe to me on YouTube at PrettyBrown43. Thank you to everybody that tapped the screen, that shared it out, that commented, and even to, I'm not mad at Queen Gorgeous 25. No, that's how you feel. But like I said what I said. You said what you said. I said what I said. This ain't me trying to make nobody to be in a relationship. It's actually trying to help. I want to help women that has been broken and talk about the reasons why they're not in a relationship. Some women don't need to be in a relationship. Some women need to heal before they jump into another relationship. But there are women that want to be in a relationship and they're trying to figure out why they keep dating the same type of man. Yeah, why they keep dating the same type of man. And I keep saying you dating the same type of man because your mind frame ain't changed. And one thing about it, I learned, and a lot of y'all know I'm going to say it, a hit dog gonna holler. A hit dog gonna holler every time. You're welcome, pumpkin. One thing, a hit dog gonna holler. A hit dog gonna holler. Once again, the link for the book is in my bio. If nobody don't purchase a book by tonight, I'm gonna take that link out and put the link in for my journal. I have a journal in there. I took that link out and put the book in there because a few women said they was gonna buy it. Nobody still ain't bought it. Tomorrow, dark and lovely. Tomorrow, I get on live Monday through Friday during the week. And on the weekends, tomorrow, same time, I go live. Make sure you are following your girl. Make sure y'all subscribe. I don't know if I got any subscribers on TikTok, but if you have not, go subscribe to your girl at PrettyBrown43 on YouTube. I don't know if I got any subscribers on my TikTok. It's been a while since I even talked about people subscribing, but we gonna get ready to pray. Repent of all my sins, Lord Jesus, I come to you humble. Thank you in advance for choosing me to be the person you choose to speak to your people. Lord, cover me from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. Lord, I ask that you plead the blood of Jesus over the airways, over my son, over my husband. Cover us all us from the top of our head to the sole of our feet. Plead the blood of Jesus over the airways. Close the mouths of the enemy. Close the ears of the prince of the air. Lord, do what only you can do. If anybody's sick on my life, I'm asking you to heal them from the inside out. Anybody weak on my life, I'm asking that you strengthen them because you said when we are weak, you are strong. Lord, give them peace in the midst of everything that's going on. Cancel anything not sent by you. I cancel any following spirits, jumping spirits, any monitoring spirits. Anything not sent by you. Lord, I'm asking that you go before them and open the door and pave a way. Lord, close the door that need to be closed. Open the door that need to be open. In your son, Jesus' name, amen. Until the next time, I want you to know that I love you and it ain't nothing you can do about it.